Hey peeps! You know what today is? Wacky Wednesday. That means there's going to be all kinds of stuff dumped in this video today. So we're going to do the conclusion of the homemade turkey noodles that you didn't get to see Monday night because they were in the process of getting done when the video already went live. So you'll get to see the finale of that, some other stuff going on around here, and you're going to get to see my recent visit to a Rejuvenation spa where I had another procedure done on my face. So let's jump into the video and get going because you know what it is? Wacky Wednesday! So guys, it is now Monday night, getting close to 6 o'clock. That's why you didn't see this in Monday's video, because now we're getting closer to the time to cook it. So basically I've taken a very big pot. I've taken 1 container of my organic chicken broth, and I've added water, but I'm also gonna add more chicken bouillon because I added so much water. And that's not even gonna be enough, but that was all that's in there. I just add, because I really like a good flavor, so I don't want it to be watery. So I just add a good flavor, good amount of flavor to it. This is just basically Knorr. So easy. Then, because we have at least one grandson that doesn't like onions, we pull one over on him and we add onion powder so that he doesn't really taste onions. So basically we kind of pull one over on him by adding onion powder, because as long as it's a powder, he doesn't really know what's in there. But if it's an actual onion and he sees the onion, he freaks out. So because we want some flavor in there, we're gonna add just a little bit of onion in there. And then we're of course gonna add some pepper, because we have to have some pepper in there. I just go by taste. That's all I know, is I just go by taste. People are like, what's your actual recipe? And I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, I get this all mixed up. I get it on high, and I get the water to boiling. And once the water starts boiling, I will start to add my noodles. And once the noodles are cooking good, Actually, I might actually start adding the turkey now, because that turkey meat will help flavor the turkey broth, turkey, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think I'm going to put all of this in there, so I'm probably going to just kind of divide it into half. I'm going to take a little cutting board here, kind of use some white and some dark meats. I don't want big chunks of chicken in there, but I don't want little slivers either. So cut all this in half, break it up, because if you cut it too little, then you just have slivers, and that's gross. Like, I like to have some chunks of chicken or turkey. I keep calling it chicken. It's because it's a chicken noodle recipe, but it's always been made with turkey. I swear to God, I've never made it with chicken. Back in the old days when I used to cook a chicken, it was chicken noodles. But now I don't. Now when you go to the store and get the rotisserie chicken, it just doesn't have the same. I know you're like, well, it'd be the same thing. And I was like, no, it doesn't have the same flavor as the old chicken that I used to cook back in the day. I don't know. You're like, it's the same thing. I don't know. It's just like now, if I can find a turkey breast at the deli, I'll buy it. But if I am supposed to just buy a chicken, no. I can't. Something about the flavor, just not feeling it. Not feeling it. So we're just gonna cut some of this up into good sized chunks. Nothing too big, nothing too little. We're gonna throw it in the pot so it can start adding some flavor to this water. We're gonna bring this to a boil, and we're gonna start adding some noodles. noodles and flour into the bowl, dumping mini loads in. You can clearly see they're dried. They snap. See? They snap. So they're dried. So we're dumping them into the broth. It's boiling. It has come to a boil. So now we are sticking noodles in, along with some flour, because the flour thickens it up even some. I don't like my chicken noodles, turkey noodles, whatever. I don't like them runny. I like them very thick, kind of casserole-y. So I'm going to leave this flour mixture on the cabinet, because if I need some more flour to throw in there to thicken it up, then I can come over and grab some off there real fast. So I'm now going to let this sit and cook. I'm going to let it come back to a boil now that I've stuck the noodles in. Then I will determine if I want to stick any more turkey in. I've stuck enough noodles in. They're going to get really big and fat and thick.
Now, you didn't throw the noodles in until you had it at a boil.
Yeah, it was boiling. Yeah. Because you want your water extremely hot, boiling.
And then how long do you let this boil?
We're going to let it come to a boil again. And then once it comes to a boil, which is starting to boil again, we're going to turn the heat down a little bit. And then we're going to let it, I don't want to say simmer, but we're going to then cook it on low for about, what time is it?
It is 5:15.
5:15. So for almost an hour, because we want that flavor to really cook into the noodles. So we're going to turn it down on low, put the lid back on, and we're going to let it really just cook on low for about an hour. Let the taste really get absorbed into the noodles. Let those noodles get really nice and thick. So we're going to let that boil for just a little bit. So we're going to let you see what it looks like here shortly. And here is your finished version of the homemade turkey noodles. Look how big and plump and juicy these noodles are. Yum, yum, yum. So you can clearly see the recipe is not that hard, and you can do it throughout the day. It's not like you have to do it nonstop all day long. You just do it in little spurts. So I wish you guys could smell how good this is. It is yummy. Look at those noodles. So big, so plump, so juicy. Yeah. There you go, guys. You got my recipe now. Get out there and make them. Perfect for wintertime. How cool is that? I got these little light things that you can stick in the holes on the putting green. So Zach's over there chipping. Let's see if he chips onto the putting green. Oh, nice. Oh, little long, little long, little long. And you can change the lights a different color. So I've got each light a different color for each flag right now. Cool. Another fun thing to do at night. So the first round I had was this. The second round we did the needles.
Yep, injected.
Under the skin, and now we're doing, this is
Yes.
round 3.
We're not going to inject you today because you still have some bruising,
Right.
residual bruising. So we'll do your injections a different day because
Oh,
we
you
don't
have
want you to be bruised.
to, oh, so you got to inject again?
Yeah, we'll inject one more time
Oh, wow.
When did she have her last treatment?
last week.
So it's like barely touching the skin.
Yeah, you want to hover just above the skin as you're just barely touching the skin.
Yeah, hover
You don't
above.
want to be real heavy on it. You want it to be as light as possible because you need to have a little bit of connection for the plasma to connect. Like it has to be close enough for it to come to that, to feel the energy of the person on the other end. You know what I mean? So I can't be out here, it's not going to work. But when I just go right over the top of it, you'll feel it. And what I'll have you do just for yourself later is put a little numbing cream on and then do it on
Do it
yourself.
myself, yeah.
Once you feel it on
on.
yourself, you know exactly where you're like the sweet spot to be in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and apply her first level of the Acto Reverse, or the Bring Reverse. I'll just do a little bit like this. So just want to apply it nice, and then don't rub it all the way in so that it soaks in. And we're just gonna kind of let it soak in for the next, yeah. And I just really want to give her some good lovin's. Yeah. And this helps to get rid of that redness and stuff that she's gonna, so she won't be nearly as red when she leaves at all.
Then from here,
Okay, so then you want to take a little bit of alcohol and just go over that area lightly. So the good thing is that if you do end up going over her, Shelley, while you've got the Active Firm on her or the Active Reverse on her, it's not a big deal. The thing is that you can go over lotions, you can go over the product, everything with the.
Doesn't affect the.
It's just not going to give you. It's not going to make the intensity of it as strong. So we're going to go ahead and turn to the right.
Can you go over her lips?
Oh, absolutely.
Fine.
Yeah, yeah, you can go over all of them. I mean, we're not going to go over her lips today because we didn't numb her lips, but we'll go over her lip line for sure. So the difference with this than other lasers is if you're looking at like a sponge, right? If you looked at a dry sponge and looked at how the little holes of a dry sponge are, that's what this device is doing, is it's creating little tiny, like an ability for you to have channels, open channels that look basically like a dry sponge, okay? Versus doing a laser procedure like Morpheus or Fractura or, you know, radiofrequency microneedling, any of those, that's gonna look more like a wet sponge, okay? Because you're using heat, right? So whenever you use a heat base to ablate the skin and go underneath that surface, you're gonna get all the way to the water that's underneath the skin, okay? So what we're trying to do is, of course, open up those channels so that we can get this product in, and at the same time, have it absorbed to get to those fibroblasts, so it creates that collagen. Because what that product is doing, that Active Reverse has the glutathione and vitamin C in it, so it's going to go in and brighten her skin, tighten her skin, rejuvenate her skin, and then the glutathione is going to help with, obviously, detoxing the skin, pulling out the darkness, any dark spots, brown spots, also help with the rejuvenation and recovery of the skin.
Amazing.
And then you can kind of tap into the areas, like I tap around like the nasolabial fold, and I like to tap underneath the chin just to give it a little extra boost of plasma and help with these little lines. So if I see some certain lines and I want to get in them, I'm going to go in them like this. Really get in them.
Go right on them.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's had filler, that what's like
You can go over filler, as long as it's over 3 weeks old.
3 weeks old.
Yeah, remember, this is only addressing the skin surface.
Right.
So it's not going to affect or break down filler like any kind of radiofrequency device would. Okay, so now I'm on 2 lights, so I usually go 3 lights, and I know that that's enough time for me to be in this area.
Okay. So 9 minutes.
Yeah, anywhere from 6 to 9 minutes, depending. It should take you about 20 minutes to do the full face, 25 minutes with this particular procedure. Now, if I'm going to be doing her in a more aggressive manner, then it would take me probably 20 minutes to do the face, and then another 10 minutes to do her eyes, and then another 20 minutes to do the neck, you know, including under the jawline. So you can hear it more than anything else. You know what I mean? You hear that.
Oh yeah.
You hear that?
Cool.
So I like to stretch the skin just a little bit when I'm doing it,
Yeah.
just to get it to pull back a
Really
little
get in
more.
there.
Yep. And then I just kind of cross hatch. That way I really get all my channels open when I'm ready to go ahead and introduce the product. See how she's getting more and more red every time you make a pass?
Yeah.
So I just kind of go through, make my pass, go back up to where I was. Follow my rotation. Tap on those lines again that I don't like. Usually,
What?
most people don't like the lines that kind of go
Lines?
this way, so I tap on some of those little lines. And then I just start all over again. So you just kind of keep doing the same rotation. And they hear me the chick, 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 chick. Yeah, and you can actually do this on the lips. So if you wanted, if you had somebody who had real wrinkly lips and you wanted to tighten their lips
Yeah,
up,
that, like the little
yep, you can go
line,
right over. No,
right
you can go right over the top of the whole lip. Go right in. You can go right into the pink. You can go everywhere. You just have to make sure you numb them first. I wouldn't recommend just going right over somebody's lips when you haven't numbed them. Okay, so she's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and now go ahead and apply an acto reverse. And then we'll switch her to the next side. So I'm going to do half a cc again. Maybe a quarter because we're just doing the lower part of the face. So we'll just go ahead and pull. And then I'll do the second side while this one is getting its love. And then it's probably been 5 minutes, so I can go ahead and do another layer on my neck too while I'm at it.
I like it.
Yep. So the one thing I do love about this treatment is you can really get them good and swollen for a couple of days, or you can make them look pretty to where they could walk the red carpet that night. You know, you could do this very light treatment by doing just a few minutes over every area and then infuse, you know, like the reverse or even the firm, have it really tighten, have them apply it for the next few hours, and then when they go to put their makeup on, their skin's super tight and just looks magnificent. And you can put makeup on over this because, again, it's a dry procedure. It's not, and it's not getting in there and affecting the water underneath the skin surface. So she doesn't have to keep her face moist. She can actually wear makeup the same day. And if you have a pimple or something like that, you can literally take all the freaking, all the gunk, or not really gunk, but what's the word I'm looking for? That's
Infection?
The infection, thank you. All the bacteria. All that bacteria by just stabbing it with like the tip. And I keep always
On the other
forgetting when
hand?
I keep getting these little pimples and I keep thinking, I need to plexure this damn pimple. And I always remember when I get home. I don't think you'll need them, but you can try.
Oh, no, I
So
know.
now go ahead and start, same thing, use one hand to kind of pull the skin tight. Yep, and just real light. How's her touch as far as, okay, hold on. Go. As far as like connection with you versus ours. Good?
Same.
Okay.
I want to get right here.
And listen for your, listen. You hear it?
Kind of.
I can hear it.
See, I did here.
Mm-hmm.
Get right there.
You see those little deep lines that she gets there, so make sure you tap those out with, yep, just use like the end of it. And you can actually, it's crazy to watch when you go right into some of those lines, you'll see the line literally like open and expand and tighten up right in front of your eyes. It's very cool.
Disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very small.
And this really is amazing for getting rid of fine lines and wrinkles and tightening up the under
We
eyes.
still haven't been able to get rid of this puffiness under this eye, though.
Yeah, we're still working on that. I want to hit it really hard with the regular plexer pin, but I can't do it until after your event
Yeah.
because you're going to be scabbed up down there for a couple of days. But there's something in there. I don't know if it's old filler of yours or what, but it does look better than it did last time you were here. Last time you were here, it was almost translucent, the bubble. Now it looks like at least it's part of, like it looks more, a little thicker and more attached to you versus kind of offset from the skin. Like it looked like it was really stretched out and at least it looks more contracted. It's amazing for the upper eyelid as well.
Sometimes I start with upper just because upper is like way sensitive than the lower before they start getting unnumbed.
How many?
And this is where you do go a little bit
Series.
slower when you're doing like the little, like inside, you're a little more precise about making sure you get all the way in.
Yeah. How many?
3.
3. And then
With Plexer Beauty, you typically do a series of 3. Depending on Plexer Pin, it depends on how much retraction they need. You may do 5, 6, 2, 1. It just
do
depends
this.
on what their skin does. It
then
depends on how much contraction it needs.
nice.
You have to base your treatment plan. It's not
Based
like
on-
a,
based
yeah,
on
there's no
it, yeah.
storybook line of this is how much you do. You do what you need to do for your patient, what your patient's skin dictates.
Right. I like your eyeliners, tattoos. Looks good.
Yeah, that's like 30 years old.
Looks good though. I have to do mine every day like that. When's the last time you had it done?
30 years ago.
Oh, you need to get retouched.
No, I've never had it retouched.
No?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it looks great still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to put a little makeup
Get
on
some
it.
fun. I forgot what I was getting. Oh, I remember.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. That procedure I had done a few weeks ago. My face has healed. There wasn't really any downtime though. Like, you know, because I was like, I can't be down. I can't have my face looking like crap through the holidays and all this. And she's like, oh, you'll be able to put makeup on the next day. So literally, after everything I've been doing this past month with her, I see some improvement, but it's not. I mean, it's not drastic. It's not like a facelift drastic kind of thing. You know, it's this stuff that you're supposed to see gradually, like a little bit now, a little bit in the next few weeks, a little bit more in a couple months, whatever. So, like I said, I'm not trying to look like I'm 21. I'm just trying to keep everything from sagging so goddamn bad that my chin is laying in my lap. That just looks lovely. You know, men, they can age and they just look distinguished. Women, we age and we look like old hags. So I just
wordage.
well, it's true. And then when women always wonder why their husbands left them. Well, if you would have taken care of yourself. Oh, okay. Shoot. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, Wacky Wednesdays are just full of everything. We just throw everything and anything in a Wacky Wednesday video. So I hope you look forward to Friday's video, because Friday's video is going to be... We're doing the Christmas decor reveal. So it's going to be so exciting. So exciting. You know, every year I have to do a Christmas decor reveal. And I know you've seen a lot of it from Fashion Woodlands, but it's a cool video. So I hope you stay tuned for Fridays. It's going to be fun. So we got through Black Friday, we got through Small Business Saturday, we got through Cyber Monday, we still have a few things left. If you want to run over there, we're going to keep the Cyber Monday sale going for another day or two, just so that we end up completely selling out. So everything is still on sale over there. I think it's 65% off now. So you can still pick up a few last minute things if you want. They're good stocking stuffers. They're good presents for Christmas, whatever. So anyways, with that said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following me. Run over there and see my Instagram account. We just celebrated 800,000 subscribers and followers over there on Instagram. That's so exciting. Now if I can get all of those people to come over to YouTube, I'd really be excited. So until next time, guys. Bye-bye.